Taylor, thank you so much for joining us this morning. And actually, thank you for inviting me on the 1989 tour.
Thank you for coming.
We're backstage. It's very exciting.
It's very exciting. I can't wait.
Now, I have to say, a lot has obviously changed since our first interview, which is now quite scarily 7 years ago.
Isn't that insane?
It is insane. I remember it was just before the Grammys, and you introduced me to Froyo in Los Angeles,
Yes.
which is a great experience. Obviously, since then, you're now Forbes' Most Powerful Woman in Entertainment, had the top-selling album in the world last year with 1989. How did that happen so fast?
Well, I mean, it took a bit, but, like, it is crazy to think about it, and to think about how different things are than they were 7 years ago when we met. I actually just found out that my first single came out 9 years ago today. So it's wild because, in a sense, it does feel like everything's happened really quickly. But then I feel very lucky that I've had, like, time to emotionally and mentally prepare for this kind of pressure and this kind of a pace and a tour schedule and promotion and all that. Because, you know, some artists really are, like, shot out of a cannon and, you know, last month, you know, you were, like, playing in a club and now you're playing in an arena or, like, playing on the Grammys, things like that. I had a little bit more time. But it's crazy with this album. It feels really wonderful to have my 5th album feel like the breakthrough album.
Yeah.
It's very odd and not really something I was prepared for, but I will take it gladly.
And given how huge the album became, and it was a different sound for you in a way because it was your big pop breakthrough, were you really itching to get the tour started to actually perform the songs live?
Yes, but I also felt like I wanted to take more time putting it together. We took probably double the amount of time putting this tour together because I think I have to be self-aware enough to realize when a great amount of expectation is placed on me, and I knew with how much people, thank God, love this album, I knew they were going to want a huge spectacle and almost like a different visual treatment for each song. So that's what we've given it. And it doesn't look like any of my other tours. It doesn't feel like any of my other tours. And that's what I'm most proud of with the 1989 World Tour.
Obviously, at your core, you're a musician, you know, so you love playing the guitars. But with this tour, because you've got some big pop songs, I mean, do you dance? Are there costume changes? Give us a taste.
There's a lot going on. I don't want to spoil it for you, but there's a lot of kind of, you know, the theatrical nature of these songs because they are from my real life. It's fun to kind of come up with different scenarios and act them out in a different way. And there's a lot of movement in the show and with what I'm doing. It's not necessarily typical, like, choreography, like the whole show isn't choreographed. There are a lot of really cool moments with the dancers, but it's more in a sense of showing you, like, highlighting a moment in the song rather
Apart from maybe the Shake It Off routine.
Shake It Off is more freeform.
Good.
Honestly, like, because that whole
well,
song
I will be
is
dancing, believe me.
Yay.
Try and divert your gaze.
There's dancing. It's just not like most of it isn't like synchronized. All of us doing the same thing all at once. It's kind of like I want to have freedom as a performer to change what I do every night, and with this show, there are a lot of opportunities for me to do that.